Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have an instructive game to share with you from the 1962 Olympiad. On the white end, Donato Rivera. In 1964, Air Force First Lieutenant Donato Rivera won the 5th U.S. Armed Forces Chess Championship. He's playing against Fischer. Both players are 19 years old. If you do some quick math, that's quite a young age to have become a first lieutenant. Anyhow, this game here, 16 mover, some nice tactical and technical notes to take away. The opening, Rogozin, pawn play in the center, and now a quick question to the dark square bishop. More common nowadays, instead of a3, queen a4 check, not because you're winning the bishop. This is more so about forcing black in a position where the c-pawn is obstructed and can now not easily contribute to central play. All right, in this game though, white provokes the bishop for knight exchange, and the c-pawn, unobstructed, contributes, puts pressure on the most important or one of the most important white pawns. Without d4, these two would become isolated. So as a result, black is never really concerned about lines where white may capture on c5. Okay, note the timing of certain moves in this game. These are really the technical notes to be taken away from this game. It's these technical notes that pave the way for the tactical finish. Here's one point. When is this capture made? Well, only after this guy has moved. And in that way, he had to work a little harder to recapture on c4, spend an extra tempo. All right, these next two moves by Fischer, instructive. He starts with queen c7. You could, of course, castle perfectly healthy. Queen c7, on the other hand, more aggressive, giving white direction at an earlier stage. The queen now observes X-rays, two weak points in white's camp. c3 and c4 are holes. And this move is, with white's reply, there's a concession made. In the game, the bishop goes to b3. Now, the threat after queen c7 is to make the capture on d4 and then take the bishop. If white ever has to meet this capture with a piece recapture just to defend the bishop, this guy would be isolated and a forever target to the black pieces. So in short, white wants to be in a position to meet c takes d with c takes d, so he drops the bishop back. A concession. White makes a concession with this move. I'll be sharing what that is shortly. Now, what the computer suggests is to go a little further back, post on e2 or a2, work a bit further back. We're going to notice here the bishop on b3 is now more accessible to black. Okay, I wonder if you can spot Fischer's next move. It's considered a best move. Feel free to pause the video. What would you play here? Okay, best move, b6. Again, this is another point where black could simply castle. In fact, let me make the move castles here and throw another pop quiz your way. What move would you play here? What do you consider a healthy move? How do you improve your position? What would you play here? Okay, I'm going to guess that in this position, many of you said, you know what? I want a castle, so let me put my knight on f3. That's a perfectly good move. Watch how this guy gives this guy direction. What is the concession white made when the bishop went to b3? It abandoned this diagonal. What is b6 paving the way for? Bishop a6. And there's going to be a problem on this diagonal. So if in reply to this last move, b6, if white plays knight f3, that's going to sting. How do you get castled? You have to play c4. You might run the risk of losing that c-pawn. The b pawn forces the knight to take up a rank 2 position, just so that bishop a6, no problem, I can still castle. Okay, it's these finer points right here, these technical notes are creating some concessions. Queen c7, bishop goes back, b6, knight has to now go, well, he's going now to rank 2 instead of rank 3. All right, now we get some other moves in. Only now do we have castles. Knight c6, white castles, knight a5, as mentioned earlier. It's a little bit more accessible. On b3, this is a super appealing post for the knight for 2 reasons. b3 as a whole, c3 as a whole, it observes both. Okay, from here, knight g3. It's considered around an evenish position here, but watch how quickly the game can go south. Bishop b7. And pop quiz here, what move would you play as white? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, in the game, the rook goes to c1, and black is now winning. What is considered better? Back the bishop off to a2. Okay, rook c1, very logical looking, but there's a big tactical flaw. I wonder if you can spot the winning combination. Feel free to pause the video. Okay, 2-move combo, and it is queen c6, threatening mate 1. That's defended with f3. There's another threat, though, and that is for the queen to next pivot on b5. These guys are in trouble. They're skewered. Black is going to win a piece. If you didn't find this sequence, let me give you a tip on how you maybe can the next time around. What things can you focus on that will lead you to that sequence? If you pay attention to one tactical flaw about white's position, I think you'd be that much closer to getting this, and that is unprotected pieces. This sequence right here highlights all unprotected points in white's camp. What are they? Well, this guy here is unprotected. 1 attacker, 1 defender. This guy here, same story. 1 attacker, 1 defender. And in the truest sense, this guy here, unprotected. 0 attackers, 0 defenders. This maneuver, queen c6 to b5, pinpoints them all. And black simply wins a piece. This game finishes with bishop a4, queen takes bishop, white resigns. There's no fear in this final position of a queen trap. I had a look. Rook f2, no problems. You take on a3. If you continue attacking the queen, she's going to escape. She's targeting this. Yeah, there's no queen trap in this final position. And again, white resigns. Anyhow, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comments section below. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.